Why do you not snap the same way? I mean, I could have had the snap to the central point, but I kind of like the offset. I don't know. What if we snap you to here and then do this? At least you're a little bit more matchy. I don't know. We really need our move it tool. Turn off some of the snapping. That's a good point. So if I go back to putting this so it comes up over here, and then if I do turn off the snapping and give you the little height, if I click here, turn the snapping back on, just to make sure it completes there fine. I mean, there's still a little kink here, but I don't know if I mind it too much, actually. Mind it a little. No. Is there a height snap? I may have to do a fractional thing. That's too high. If I turn this off, I can get, there we go, 5 meters. That looks, there we go. That's better. It's not perfect, but it's better. All right, let's get our sewage and water. Oh yeah, do that. Hang on, so this can be just deleted then. How do I delete all of this? Because it's gonna go complain about that and being disconnected? No, okay, it's fine. Okay, and then, yeah, we need the power rerouted. So this is the thing where it can snap just underground to start off with, which is nice. Wrong power line. High voltage, please. There we go. Okay. That is going to be better here. And that gives us a few more options over here. In fact, I'm wondering if... I don't know. Sorry I missed that there was an ad break coming. Actually, I could have gone for some water, but I'll wait until the next one. Let's see. Oh, this one does want to carve out... Yeah, I'm not in underground mode, but I think it's carving out some of the terrain here. Only at a certain point. What angle do we do this? I think we use this edge as sort of our grid guide for this little sub-island. Something... like this. I'm going to cut this out. Oh, I'm in underground mode. Go. Cut that part out. Yeah, as far as I know, I can't just designate one of these roads to be no parking. Like, obviously, if this were a highway, there wouldn't park on it. But otherwise, like, I don't think there's a variant of this that's got no parking on it. Now, I could charge more people for street parking. I don't know if that would help to do that. And of course, if I put down some actual parking lots as well, we may look to do something like that. 6 lanes would look more like NYC bridges. That's true. And actually, 6 lanes got some bridges there with the... Oh, hold on, this one here. Yeah, I think we probably will 6 lane across this as well. At least there. And then I can move this building over. So we can do that and then have it just collapse in at this first intersection, which I think I like the idea of. Now we're going to have to move a few things over. Just by like 1 hex, I think. not hex, but tile. So presumably it was there. So I can do this. 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 Oh, maybe I moved more, but that's okay. And then do that. There we go, to come in there. That seems okay to me. Golden Gate Bridge. 8-lane divided cables. Although this is a 3-lane. Or 6 lanes. I don't know how New Yorky this particular bridge is, though. But at least it is the right side. Oh, right! That is actually really annoying. Bridges don't carry water. The road that existed here did, and the bridge don't. I don't know why they decided to make it that way. I don't know why. Now, what we haven't made use of is the fact that... Oh, it's not high enough. As I say, rail and road can occupy the same space. Let's make use of it now. Let me bulldoze this rail that we worked so hard to get. And what I'm going to do, so we're going to do 4-lane road, straight line. I'm going to kind of align it between these 2 points. It's going to be a little bit of an eyeballing job. Now we're going to pop back into here. Subway. So I think it's currently 10 over. We're going to elevate it to 20 over. Oh, I'm on curvy tool, which is not what I wanted. Definitely want straight line right here. As again, you were at 10 over. Boom. I'm going to go to 20 over. Perfect height. Do you want to set up the pillars? Does it not work with the subway? I'm sure it does. It might have to do with the pillars. Like, should I stop just short, click to place the pillar? Yeah. That's what, and then it's doing different styles of pillars on this road. It's now doing the split one, but not when I clicked right there. Okay. Let me pull back a little. And I think there was ways to, like, put the supports manually where we wanted them. Drop a length, drop down there. Okay, so now we got the elevated thing. What we can't do is an elevated subway station, which is not currently built into the game, which feels the sad. I would love to do that. I mean, maybe with a little bit of clever terraforming, something like that would be possible. Wonder, yeah. Okay, well, we can do an above ground subway station. Which, I guess we do a little, we'd have to do a parallel track regardless because it doesn't, or yeah, what we do is we run it along the road for a little bit, scooch off to the side to connect over here, which, I mean, we could do with a level change, but, okay, how do we make a lock block? So size-wise, between these pillars, I want to lock in some land around this, so it doesn't get terraformed. And roads do seem to limit the height change. Let me just do this, just to sort of lock some things in. Let me do a safety save before I go and maybe bork everything. Right? I'll call this 6A. Can we do something that looks a little bit like an elevated station? I'm not sure that it'll look good. We need to lock this to a certain height. Well, I guess if I get one chunk that's sort of vaguely okay, then maybe I can use the level terrain. I'm not sure this is as tall as I want. Okay. I don't know what, sometimes if you go too quick, I guess it's leveling everything to like where the center of the mouse is, and it takes a little bit of time to like do the little terrain change animation. So if you move too quick, then all of a sudden it changes what the height in the middle bit is. So I'm not convinced this is going to look right. I mean, it's not all the way to the same height, but is it close enough that we're going to be kind of cool with the vibe? Can I leave myself enough room? Although it might be okay with it. If I do that, that looks like shite, but you know, we've got the safety save. We're going to do some experimenting here. We will level around it, so maybe I should do this. Just on the basis that it might... There you go, smooth that out. Yeah, see, it still looks like it's on the ground, which... Fair. And again, there's nothing stopping me from... Why invalid shape? Shape is not invalid. Don't be like that. Does it not want to do the pillars? What happens if I... Because then all of a sudden the pass-through doesn't really make as much sense. But I like the elevated, you know? Are we happy with this? Oh, maybe you didn't want to merge some place to change the elevation. Maybe. I don't think this looks good. Well, yeah. I mean, visually, certainly the goal was to have the elevated at the same time as the branch, but then, yeah, I don't think it likes... Maybe if I pull the split somewhere else, right? If we rebuild this, since it looks so good. Who doesn't like a nice elevated rail? Oh, do I have to... I may have to scooch this back a little. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna manually build both supports sort of in line with that. What overlapping? Oh. That one went crooked. There you go. Okay. I didn't realize I hadn't lined it up with the road properly. Yeah, what if we pull out over here? That it's fine with. So probably want to use the curvy tool for this. Do we like what it looks like? Because obviously, we could just do an underground station here. The above ground takes tons of space. The only reason we're doing it is because do we think we like the cosmetics? And I think we do, although I think this here doesn't look as good as I'd like. I think what I want is I want you to come out straight this way. Then go to curvy mode. And do one of those. So, I mean, it's overkill, but I do like the idea of the big station. And then hopefully, let's see, medium road, 4-lane, this, all the snap-on. Perfect. Okay. It's like, hopefully, I can still scrooch under there. Are these... Well, this isn't at 90 degrees. Right, because I plopped this road down in line with our existing... There we go. I don't know what was considering that to be connected. Yeah, I plopped this in line with the existing rail, and this one here was going off there. Here we got a 90 degree. Actually, maybe I keep this angled like this. I use this 90 degree for like most of the streets, but we do have this one going at an angle. Like, doesn't Broadway go sort of diagonal in New York as well? No way to knowing this is 90 degrees unless I do it this way. And it's not quite flush against the building, but I guess good enough. Just lock in the 90 degree here, and 180 that way. I foresee a lot of row housing in this neighborhood. Yep, Broadway cuts diagonal twice and then goes all the way up to Albany? Really? I've been to New York once, twice, 3 times late. No, definitely at least once, maybe just the one time. It was for a... What event was it? Was it for a Total War? I hung out with the Roomba there. I can't remember if it was a Total War event or not. Civ? Maybe it was a Civ thing. It might, yeah, you know what? I think it was Civ 6 pre-release stuff. Boy, it was a long time ago. I think I want to limit how far up this goes. Okay, let me stretch it out for now. And what we'll do is we'll trim it back in a second here. I have a vision. I say that I do like the snow effect, but sometimes it does make some of this a little harder to see. I think there's, because the elevation is what we're getting this gap for, or is it really just slightly off from the width? Oh yeah, because it's got this. Yeah, it must be a bit of an elevation thing. Although sometimes redoing this, especially if I drag out to different lengths, let me see if we can get... Oh, it's got that gap in there anyway. That one went crooked. Okay, that's fine. We'll end up with a little bit of an over gap. That's okay. Lane, 2-lane. Now what I'm going to do is this next one is going to be that and go this way. And then I think I'm going to end that. We're going to go to a different blocky structure or build just a very different feeling as we might move into an industrial area over here. Although, you know what would be an appropriate place for an industrial area? A little port spot. Well, with the mountain here, there's going to be a gap between whatever we build here and whatever we build here. So as long as we keep an eye on what kind of pollution might happen there, we might be okay to do this. Should make one-way roads for the true New York City experience. I mean, that's true. That's very true. So I do think I'm going to keep this going over there. Oh yeah, that's right. There had been a little cut here. That's why I was like, oh, maybe I'll pull back. But no, I'll leave it there. Here. I think I'm going to keep the bigger roads over there. We'll connect up directly. Might be fine. Huh. Because then what I'm thinking here is we're going to switch to the 2-lane roads. Maybe I'll put one here since this little section is kind of borked anyway. Bigger block sizes. I want to discourage too many people from wanting to drive, although they wouldn't already. And there's lots over here. This actually might be a good candidate to 6-lane. I'm not sure. All right, let's get down to some housing. So I know I want to row. Oh yeah, zone. What I need to do is bulldoze this so that this zone is here. Oh, interesting, it connected across the way there. And actually, here too, hold on. And then we'll go back and replace. Oh, because I really wanted the row housing line here. Why are these both called Hemlock Street? Strange. Clearly need to rename one of these. Looking at chat in 3, 2, 1. Okay, not Scottbot. So Sathiro Street right here. I'll rename this one as well. It's gonna be Essentia Street. Hey, there we go. Hee hee. Mm-hmm. No, I'm actually playing at high level of detail. Everything's set to high, and then I turn off the volumetrics in the clouds and the depth of field, which I don't tend to like depth of field anyway, other than in screenshots. But those three, the volumetrics, the clouds, and the depth of field, are responsible for the biggest performance drops. And then if you're still having issues, you can drop the level of detail. But yeah, I'm running fine. Like this shot here, I'm currently 67 FPS, although there's not a lot of buildings in the view. Over here, 42. And there's Street 2, Sister, you know? I don't want to get spam in the chat. That's why I do it sort of randomly and unexpectedly. But you know what? All right. Just for you, Sorinho, I'll make an exception. Just for you. That's how special you are. Sorinho Street over there. Yeah, I think visually, I think a lot of row housing continues to be the vibe in this area. Although they should have some commercial. Now this low density. No, let's do some. We're gonna bulldoze that. Oh, mix zoning. It's just all mixed there. Then let's go and put that back. come off at 180 degrees still. Thank you. Okay, good. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, global illumination is another thing. I must have that turned off though, because that would definitely be something else that eats tons of stuff. Oh, actually, I have it on high. You know what? Let's do a little test here. Hold on. Let's wait until this area is locked in, because again, when we plop down a bunch of new zoning, sometimes there's some extra little hitching there. Some things are synced up. I suspect there's a lot of like the pathfinding system gets updated. Look at these hills here. I might trim back these roads and turn to like a more organic sort of flow for the people who live up in the hills from the city here. I don't know. I have day-night off, yeah. Just mostly because nighttime is very cool looking, not as convenient for building. What I like is that with the camera tool, you can set any time of day you want. Here, it's 2 a.m. now. Oh, although note, when you do a time of day change, because of the way they're doing the lighting, it can take a little bit of time to flow in with the change. There you go. City looks great at night. And we pop out of photo mode, and we got our daylighting again. Okay, so that's come in. Let's do a little test with the GI here, yeah. Oh my god! Big crash! Everything's on fire! We got industrial trucks over here. Some like, well, I was gonna say some might be holding petroleum products, but I guess we don't actually see tanker trucks, do we? The lorries are all with the semi-trailers. I saw a cool picture on Reddit today of someone with these like rock quarries and stuff having like dug down with the terrain tool to make it look like an open quarry. So we're getting a traffic wave here probably because of the accident, but that's going to clear up. Okay, so I'm just going to find an angle. So if we do this, right, we're seeing a lot of stuff on screen. So, oh, and actually this represents a pretty low FPS for me. This is definitely a low at 22 FPS. That is quite low. We are seeing a lot of stuff simultaneously. So what happens if I turn off the global illumination? And how much of a visual change does it do? I'm not sure that it represents much of a visual change. It also hasn't made a very big performance change. Went from 22 to 24. So with that in mind, we'll leave it on. I actually don't know. I'd have to really take some before and after screenshots to get an idea of things. Maybe it matters more when we're up close. Like maybe down here, the GI is making more of a difference with the way the lighting is now. Screenshot. Options. Disable. There's like a slight change I can see that happens. It does feel like maybe the lighting's a little more flat and boring in here. But yeah, not a big performance difference. The thing that does make a huge difference is the level of detail. I'm leaving it on high for now because the game seems to be running fine for me. But yeah, depth of field, volumetrics, clouds, turn those off. Turn off VSync. Well, test it. Some people say that their frame rate improves with VSync on. Most people, it improves with VSync off. And then compare level of details to see. Okay. This neighborhood like this. Do I want to keep? Yeah. Yeah, I like this. More row housing? Probably. Okay, let me do some industrial zoning over here. Okay. Well, okay. How do we get... Do we bridge across here? For this industrial zone? No, that's no good. The industrial zone will really need probably its own highway. How do people living here get to work there? Maybe just with a subway. That seems the most reasonable, doesn't it? Oh, I didn't change it back. I had meant to change it back. No, it's on high. GI's on high. Of course, we can just tunnel as well. But I don't think I want a bunch of traffic coming down these roads. Well, it might be fine. I mean, it's a 4-lane road. I don't even know how much traffic would do it. I think I'm going to bridge. I'm going to move this water pumping station. Actually, can I just move it just here? There you go. So it's still working on that road. That's going to be fine. Yeah, what if we bridge across from here? So 4 lanes straight. Boopity boop. 180. I mean, I could even take this off at an angle. Actually, I think that might be better. Okay, let me get a guide. So if I do this, let me just pause here for a sec, and then do a 90-degree break. And then remove this. Bridge across there, because then this side can keep the same grid direction that we've had going. I mean, does that make sense, or do we want to change to a different grid direction? I don't think we need this to be avenued. We'll say that. Okay. I'm gonna have a grid going this way here, and then from here, that's a pretty, like, that's gonna be a pretty busy intersection. Kind of a wonky corner, although I could just have one over here too. I don't think there's gonna be that much traffic on this island. I was gonna say, I don't think we can get this zoning to work out quite right. I guess this is fine. That is quite the slope. Maybe I don't do that. And then we also make this intersection a little bit better. I don't know. What if we... Yeah, maybe that kind of works. If I get rid of this first, then we can do our zoning. Oh, there's no zoning that's coming up on this side at all. Oh, because the little... Stupid hill. Now, of course, I could bulldoze some of it. At what point... Okay, here it's still a flat road with zoning everywhere. There we go. That's as far as we can go there. That's fine. Then what I want to do is establish zoning. And I think this is mostly all going to be industrial. So let's go drop that in there. And then, from this intersection, yeah, you don't like that. Okay, you know what? That's fine then. I just won't do it. Yeah, sewer and water. I gotcha. Go. We did check the wind direction earlier. It definitely blows that way. So the hope is that most of the pollution doesn't reach much over the mountain, and then we can develop another something or other over here. But what I do want to do is I want to get our first harbor, which we haven't built yet. So I have to go and unlock that. Okay, I've got plenty of development points. That's probably under this category. Water. Boom. And yeah, I want this to be a cargo harbor. Jeez, it's big. What the heckin'? Oh. Oh Lord, it's a big boy. Okay, I like this. Yeah. You want a road over here. Let's be biggened. Well, maybe this here gets biggened. Yeah. Are you unhappy with the water level? Okay, we'll do the... I elevate you manually over here. Cross you over at this height. And then bring you down. Like so. Interesting. And then it goes into a slope mode. Well, let's extend this out a bit and then hook up. No. Nice and grounded the whole way. I'm just going to bulldoze this for a sec just for some zoning. And yeah, we're going to assume more industrial stuff here. Now that that's been zoned. Actually, do I even extend this out this way? Maybe I don't. Maybe though I switch from the 2-lane the full avenue here with the intention of hitting a highway interchange over there. I think for now, I suspect we'll build into an actual interchange, but for now I'm going to go into curvy mode and just connect you up to this roundabout like that. Okay. So you need waterway connections, which I think means what we need to do is unlock to the edge of the map, right? Ooh, we got a lot of tiles to reach the edge of the map. Is that a ship over here? So do we already have? Yeah, there, but we can make our own connection, or is that just for water? Oh, that's a lot of water tiles to buy. Narrow, medium, wide sea. I mean, I think the wide seaway here is fine. So, yeah. Ooh. Okay, well, we will be leveling up soon. The question is, do I really want to buy all these water tiles just to get this working? And I think the answer is, yeah, I kind of do. It's a lot of non-buildable tiles, although we have plenty of others. We're about to get some more tiles ready because our city's about to grow, especially if we just want to slap some more things in here. I still want to do a bit of an industrial area back here. All right, let's get this stuff zoned up. Oh, you're in a 4-lane. Sometimes when you switch to like from curvy tool to straight line tool, it doesn't work exactly the way you think it will. It takes an extra click or requires you to exit out for whatever reason. Going this way. Yeah, and then that way, that's fine. And let's say one more. Although with these hills, we might not end up with quite the zoning we were looking for. Yeah, that's fine. And then just trim that off. All right. Go industrial zones. Where are things going to meet? I'm going to put down some more row housing. Although, again, I want them to follow the same orientation. So I'm going to dezone that. Drop all these in here. And maybe up over there as well. And then we're going to go and reconnect here to here in 180. Good. And from here to here with the 90-degree snap. Good stuff. Okay. I think I'm going to do more just mixed residential, commercial over here. Yeah, they'll want some parks and things in there, but let's let that go in first. Okay. Come back, do that. I still want the port. Yeah, XP is about to go up. So yeah, I'm going to buy a bunch of water tiles just to get to the edge of the map. Because I think we can make our own... Oh, but there's actually another connection waiting for us there anyway. Oh, no, that's the sky one. So I know with water, if you just drag it to the edge of the map, it'll make a connection. I'm hoping the same thing happens with the boating. But it'll be our first time doing it, so... We're going to see. We still need tons of offices, which I'm still mostly going to focus on in here. I mean, I can do some low density offices, but that doesn't seem like fun, does it? Interesting with the zoning here. Oh, it's because that bit isn't zoned at all, so that's why it's not painting a whole block at a time. A little walking path. Okay. D-zone a bunch here, so these buildings go away. Again, we'll accelerate it with the bulldoze. Get out. I think I bulldozed an extra house, but that's fine. I'm gonna say there's still a little indicator. Okay, you're gone. So, actually, you know what I want to do? Before I build this one? So we got a little bit of gap there. I want to go, yeah, a little bit of a back alley. Oh, hello Vista building. Hang on, it's actually got some really funny text. Let's not actually build it as the alley, just for visual purposes. This would have virtually no functionality whatsoever. But yeah, I think I want that in there. Nothing's going to be on this road. But I think it looks good. Now, I could do a 4x6 over here and then put in an actual crossing road over here. Is that what we want? No, we've already got an intersection over there, so I think we want a little bit more space. We can put in another 6x6. And then maybe I put a little pedestrian-only street here. Alley between the two sets of row housing on a block, so all the backyards face it is a vibe and a half. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, so we're getting some power shortages in here. Now, again, it's not about raw power into the city, because we can always import more, and we are importing more. The problem is there's a lot of buildings here that are all being serviced. This transformer station here, oh, so we got a car accident. This transformer station here is trying to route power for everything through this little section. First of all, it might be solvable by just centering up the power station a bit more. Like if it was here, you could send half one way, half another. The other thing you can do is just drop a transformer station over on this end of things. I mean, obviously we could do more power generation as well. I did try to, I was putting in a walking path over here first, in our little alley, but I didn't like the way it looked, right over here. I didn't like the way it was looking in this specific situation, so I put in the alley. Again, it's just purely for looks. It serves zero purpose. A walking path would have served zero purposes either, but weirdly there is a car coming down here. Are you just doing a little turnaround? You're just doing a little turnaround over here. But you know what? This alley now all of a sudden serves a purpose. Okay. Yeah, I should probably pause the game. I don't think I want an actual power station anywhere near here. I think what I'm going to do is put another transformer station. Because the nice thing is, as long as it's connected to our high voltage grid, which I guess there's not an input over there. Although I can do an underground line over here. Anything we throw on our high voltage grid will eventually work. So we can put power stations wherever we want as long as they're on the high voltage. Although, you know what? We may want an incinerator here for garbage service. Now, we know the incinerator plume is quite large. Yeah, I think that is what we're going to do. So where can we put it so that it doesn't blow the polluted air onto the city? I could put it high up in the hills and just blow it off that way. Maybe I just do this. Let's see here, incinerator. Which side's the road connection on? Well, I guess if I try to snap it, we can tell. Okay, so the smokestack over on the left. So if I tuck it right up into this corner, it'll flatten some terrain, which does look pretty stupid. Do I hate it? I mean, kind of, sort of, yeah. You know what? I'll just bulldoze it. It's fine. Ooh. It did leave a little visual square here, which isn't great. Maybe I can smooth it out, or maybe the grass will grow back. I don't know. Maybe over here? I mean, everything's pretty... Maybe we build the incinerator over here. Hello, traffic. Hang on. Wow, it's so big! There's still a roundabout. Why are traffic intersections like so massive? No. I want to flatten a little over here. I might have to. I kind of want it in line this way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. Level, large, shrunk. I'm going to see if I can soften this afterwards. Okay. Now let's come back over here. I need to leave enough room here so that we can get some ramps up to this bridge. Okay. And all the snaps. What is that ugliness? Oh, it's because it's two-way. Instead of a one-way. Extend the 3-lane out a little bit, just to make the turning lane conversion a little bit smoother. And then you can merge into a what are you complaining about with invalid shape here? How could possibly be an invalid shape there? Huh. I don't like that it's creating the turning lane there. I might have been able to snap this a little differently. Do I need to let the simulation run for a second? Turn off snapping? Okay, there we go. It's a little bit better. So I want to specifically... There you go. Merge in that way. So now, there we go. That looks right. Now, let's fix the same thing over here because it looks dumb. Maybe again with the snapping turned off. There. There we go. I love that we have, like, a thing that looks very much like proper turning lanes now. That was something that was always missing from CS1. Oh, shoot. Well, before you unpause the game, maybe you should work on the other end of things. I gotta say, with the snapping mode turned off... Oh, I forgot I have to click a second time here. I'm using the curvy tool. With the snapping mode turned off, you can make some pretty nice connections over here. The easiest way to do this might be to draw it backwards and then change the direction. That was a trick I would use a lot in the OG game. Fine. Not exactly what I want, but I'm going to call it fine enough for now. Now, do we want to highway this or go immediately into an avenue kind of vibe? I guess I should probably just highway it. So we're going to do 4-lane, 2-way highway. Straight lined from here. And then over here, this can go ahead and be the 4-lane road. What I tend to keep referring to as avenues, even though I think it's one of those things where, like, there's not actually much of a, like, concrete and consistent set of definitions between things. Do I want to curve up to here? How do we connect this up? Actually, I think I might extend this into a roundabout. Let's do the 4-lane highway. Straight line, snap on. That's going to be good. Yeah, there is some elevation change that wants to make some little bridges and stuff, which we may or may not want. This were to extend out straight, right? And then from here, do I want the 90 degree from the roads? Probably, actually, as opposed to the highway. And yeah, I think I'm going to drop a roundabout in there. Just a medium-sized one. You know what? Never mind. Large. And then let me extend the highway out a little bit more. Although it's clearly going to come to an end there. And then medium road, straight from here, another 90-degree break. Like so. Except here, I think I'm just going to trim that corner off like that. Okay. Now from here, remove that as a highway. Continue this as a 4-lane road. We're going to get some power going over here. Now, I think the wind from here should carry it up into the hills. Actually, it's sort of... Oh, no, it is going this way. Not very strong, so it'll probably just be air pollution right in that section. Although we still have this crazy slope here. Maybe this should just be the area for the, like, substations, and it's relatively flat, right across from the bridge here. Sort of civic terrain. Yeah, maybe we do that. And I don't, you know what, and I won't build a power generation plant. I will just go and do a transformer station right next to the bridge, because again, I'm going to consider this to be municipal, sort of civic terrain, right? This is where city property buildings or whatever, infrastructure type things. We still get this, and I'm not sure I can smooth it because the building is there. Can I soften the terrain a little? I mean, a little bit of it's not the end of the world. And then what we need to do is we need to get the high power line connected up over there. What I think I might do, just to prevent or minimize the chance that I'm going to get it my own way later on. Yeah, I'm going to route it this way and then connect there. That is not the same. Where is it? I guess it is connected. Okay, it's not the same height, but it is considering to be a connection. So now this power plant here is going to supply power to Manhattan Island, or whatever we're calling this. A lot of traffic. So I think this is good, another good spot for a road maintenance area. So again, we've got sort of municipal terrain over here, or civic property, road maintenance right there as well. The road maintenance trucks heading out. What kind of upgrades can we do with it? Just probably more trucks. They're currently all out working. Oh, and it's not upgrade that way. Where's my other road maintenance depot? So we're looking for this symbol here. I don't know if there's a way to just look these up somewhere. Parking. Ah, right there. You here, are all your trucks out? They're all out, yep. Let's go and give you some more trucks. There we are. So we went from 10 for the whole city to 30 for the whole city now. So that's going to have to hopefully help out a lot. You're waiting for hearses. Yeah, we might want a crematorium in this area. Although there's one right over there. And again, we know those warnings come up like way too quick. Okay, we've got... Oh my god, I didn't realize how many tiles we had added to us this last unlock. This is great. So let's try to get our shipping lane going. I suspect we might need to cut a little bit more here too. Certainly we're going to need one of those at least. Now, I might not use the widest shipping lane, because I might not be able to maneuver through my little zigzaggy here. So here, we do a medium seaway. We do a JoJo seaway. So do I just... I guess it's all part of this already. Okay. I haven't done one of these yet. Yeah, okay. So we're just almost defining borders here. I mean, presumably we're routing the ships around the shallows. Ah, there we go. Perfect. You are indeed connected to the outside world now. Lovely. And you can reach here. And what are you complaining about? No pedestrian access. Oh, I think this road is not roading the way it wants. There you go. Now you're okay. I was going to say, also the height difference. That is... I literally just put a pedestrian road down, which isn't what I meant to do at all. We end up here. Do I want to raise the terrain to make this look a little less dumb? I think the answer is yes. That's a large brush size. Let's bring this down. Let's bring it up a little more. So from here, do it, huh? Okay, let me do the raise and lower. Bring down the brush strength. Oh, we got another ad break. I'm gonna go and take a break. We've been at it for 2 hours. I gotta get up and stretch. I should also get some actual water instead of just coffee. So, break time. Oops. Break time. Stretch. And hydrate. BRB. Save, and then I'll let the city keep running while I'm away. I mean, without disasters on, I don't think anything can, like, break our game while I'm AFK, although this zone is unhappy right now, but that's fine. They'll deal with it. All right, be right back.